What's going on, me familia? How are y'all doing today? We are here today on Ark Survival Evolved, and I will be showing off some amazing things in our new Ark Eternal Primal Fear server that we just created. I hope you're ready. What we got going on today, this video is going to be showing off our brand new Ark Eternal and Primal Fear modded, fully customized progression server. And yes, it is PvE. Now that we got the introduction out of the way, so this is our brand new server. We will be here launching this server here shortly. By the time this video is posted, it might already be up for most of you, but we are running Ark Eternal, Primal Fear, and a whole ton of quality of life and fun PvE mods for everybody to enjoy. And we have a ton of plugins on the server to make life a little bit more safer from exploits, as well as just more fun. Now, the main thing I want to show off, because, you know, this is just an introductory video and there's not much to show, is what difference our server has compared to any other Ark Eternal and Primal Fear server there that might be out there that you might be enjoying joining or playing on right now. First, we're going to show you what we did with the Primal Fear kibble on why this server is nothing like you've seen before. Our toxic kibble, the first kibble needed for Primal Fear. Look at the crafting costs. It's phenomenal, and it's a grind. We took every single Primal Fear kibble and turned it into an extremely grindy thing that you basically will have to do just to even make one of these. Now, what we did was we utilized the basic crafting requirements from Primal Fear and added in things that are getting neglected within Ark Survival Evolved these days, as well as mixing in some of the Ark Eternal things, so you see a combination of the mods together, as well as vanilla. And we did this for every single kibble within Primal Fear Boss Expansion, as well as Ark Eternal's own versions of kibble. And everything is customized. Everything is customized. It all requires something. Now, what you see, most of y'all are probably wondering, what the hell is that points there? Well, the points, what I will show you here in a minute, is what you get from the Ark Shop plugin. So we have the three Ark Eternal meats that you are used to tame their alphas, primes, and damn near anything. And they're not that bad, but the thing is, they require kibble from Primal Fear. You must use the kibbles just to start off with your alpha meat, and then you need the alpha meat to make your Eternal Prime meat, and then to get the Insta-Tame meat, you need the Eternal Prime meat. Or basically I hope you're seeing the progression here. Now, kibbles are not the only thing we changed here in the server. So let me show you what else has been changed. Now, Ark Eternal has 3 different benches. Of course, you have the Ark Eternal DLC bench. It's, as you can tell, it's literally whatever the mod says it's supposed to be, primarily because it's literally just a DLC bench. But you have 2 Eternal workbenches, one dedicated and one not. The dedicated version is because it acts like a fridge early game, which is very helpful if this was a normal modded server, but because it's not, it's different. This is what you require to even make the Eternal workbench. You need primarily, of course, you have the vanilla resources, but you also have Celestial Impulse Souls, Creator Souls, and the Demonic Emperor Soul. And then, of course, you still have the points. The same goes for the dedicated workbench. This is to stop players from getting any further in Ark Eternal outside of what you can tame early game, and forces you to play through Primal Fear first just to even get into it. The very first Ark Eternal arrow that you can even craft, you need points. Same with Primal Fear. All the Primal Fear arrows have been changed. Now, we didn't change the other Ark Eternal arrows that were just, in my opinion, pointless, primarily because once you reach that level of making Eternal Alpha Poison arrows and then Eternal Prime Poison arrows, you really don't need any of the other ones. Here you got the Toxic Strength Primal Metal Arrow. These are the compound metal arrows for Primal Fear. We changed them. We changed all of them. The only one we didn't change is the Origin Arrow, primarily because it wasn't in the coding. We changed the narcotic grind. So you need to make regular narcotics from vanilla and use them for potent narcotics. That was already a given. But look at the crafting recipe. We added points. Mind-boggling. We were forcing you to use, the previous narcotic to make the next one for every single tiered narcotic there is. And then you have the Origin narcotic. Same thing. It's going to be a grind, ladies and gentlemen. If you want to try out this Ark Eternal and Primal Fear server, all of the Primal Fear bullets have been changed. Now you may be wondering, how the hell are you going to get all these points? Well, let me show you and explain. Okay? As most of y'all know from the Ark Shop plugin that has probably been used on tons and tons of servers, you earn points passively while you are on the server. When you first join the server, you will earn 5 points every 30 minutes. Now that is the default value, okay? Look into my eyes, the default value for normal players on the server. But we have other things, right? If you want to earn more points, you can become a Patreon member and earn more points passively. But you also get a lot of perks with it as well. And I'll show you all the Patreon stuff as well as the default stuff that you can get on the server that you may want to check out. Before we get into showing off all the starter kits from default all the way through all Patreon tiers, I just want you to know Patreon tiers also get extra things outside of armor, tools, and dinos. So keep that in mind, and I hope this information helps you out so you can decide on whether or not you're going to become a Patreon member or keep just playing like a normal person. When you first join the server and you literally just have access to all the default kits, aka the default starter, build, and taming kit, you automatically start off with your very own Pteranodon. Alright, the Pteranodon will spawn in, I believe, at level 300-ish. You will have all access to all of this. Now you have a full stone building set with beds, crafting, your mortar and pestles, crafting stuff, a smithy. You get some soul traps, you get a bola, as well as some taming stuff. See, you already get access to 25 eternal poison arrows to get you started. You get some tools and you get some armor, and that's it. The next kit I'm going to show you is a Patreon kit tier 1 in what we call the beta kit. This is our beta starter kit with what you would receive if you became the beta Patreon member level that the server has, that we are offering to you guys. You get an Eternal Anki, which is a glorious starting tame early game because of the resources it can gather. It starts at, and he comes in at a whopping 600. It comes with its own saddle. All the dinos in every single kit, including the starting kit in the default area, will give you saddles for all your dinos. Now, this is what comes with it. You get chitin armor in the quality of the items are all randomized, so you may get lucky and get some high tier quality items, but you get some chitin armor to start you off, and you get some tools. All right. Now, our next level of Patreon kits is the Gamma Patreon kit. In Gamma Starter Kit, you still get the same two dinos from before, but you also get this little guy. You get your own Eternal Dodicarus. This monster of a freaking tame right here gets way more resources and way better resources than our good old spiky little friend here, the Eternal Anki. Now, the only difference between these guys and the last kit, aka the beta kit, is they come in at level 600, which is, you know, because it's still the very low tier of Patreon, but you get ghillie suit instead of the chitin armor. Our next Patreon kit is our Mystic tier. Our Mr. Starter Kit comes with an additional dino, aka Big Mama, or you can call it by its real name, the Eternal Bronto. This beefy honka-donk truck of a dino will get you a ton of stuff. Plus, apparently, based on what's showing right here, you can make some vanilla kibble in its inventory when you put the saddle on it. But all these bad boys are so useful for early game. It's crazy. You have 3 amazing eternal dinos to get you started in the Mystic tier, and then you have your own little flyer to get you going, and you also get flak armor and some tools. Now, our next kit is the Elemental starting kit for the Elemental tier of Patreon. You get a bonus Poison Elemental Aloe. This bad boy will definitely help you out in taming some early game stuff, including the high level stuff, just in case you run out of taming arrows or any type of taming trank weapons thing. And you also get your other 2 big eternal dinos that will help you freaking gather resources up pretty fast. Of course, you get your little bird here. Yeah, you're beautiful. And of course, you get some higher tier quality flak and tools. Keep in mind, these are all randomized qualities, so it may not end up the same of what you're seeing now. Now, our next kit for Patreon members, the Demon Kit. We have our Demon Starter Kit, which brings in this big papa or mama, depending on whatever gender you get. But we are giving you an Eternal Alpha Rex, which you can't even tame until you finish Primal Fear. So it's a very, very bonus help right there. Look, he's following me. How you doing? These guys are amazing. And then you get your aloe, your poison aloe. You get your Bronto, you get your Dodicarus, you get your Anki, and you get your little Pteranodon. But they all are amazing. And of course, you get your flak armor and your tools. Now, we are down to the final 2 Patreon kits. So I present our Angel Patreon member starter kit. Now, as you can see, there's nothing different, no extra dinos, but there is a key difference from this kit compared to the last one we just went over. All of your dinos are now 100 levels stronger. That is going to be a very massive bonus. Our max wild dino level here on the server will be 600. So these dinos being maxed out at 700 starting out is a big help. And you also start getting the Eternal Crystal tools. That's a big difference. Normally you would get metal tools, but now you're getting the crystal tools. So you're getting way more harvesting capabilities with just these tools outside of your dinos. And of course you get your flak armor. All right, we're down to the last one. Our final Patreon member kit, the Titan kit. Now, just like the Angel kit and the Demon kit and any kit before that that has this big baddie of a Rex, these are the dinos that you will start out with. We kept it at only having this many dinos because we didn't want to overburden anybody if anybody got these kits. Now, these dinos are actually coming in at level 800 though. You get level 800 dinos across the board with saddles, and you're getting your upgraded elemental crystal tools, and you come with riot gear instead of flak this time. Now, you saw all the starter kits for every single tier, as you can see, in the Patreon only access type of thing. But there's two other kits that all Patreon members, no matter what tier you get, have access to, and that is the build and taming kits. Now for the build kit, because since every Patreon member will have access to these things, the build kit will give you a full tech building structure set with a tech replicator, wireless generator. You get some gasoline, you get 2 chem benches, 2 fabs, 2 forges, a grill, a fridge, 10 Arkomatic vaults, a sleeping pod bed, and your own tech shield. What more could you ask for? Don't answer that. I probably could guess. Now for the taming kit, it's a little bit different. You get eternal trank bullets. You get an eternal alpha poison pike that you can't even have access to in the early game until you finish Primal Fear up to a point. As well as the alpha poison arrows from Ark Eternal. What? That's amazing, because now you can literally tame the majority of everything outside of anything that requires prime level tame or prime level taming thing. Don't worry, my brain is working to an extent. Now before this video ends, I want to give you guys a little bit of information that I haven't told you just yet. If you are a streamer on Twitch and you want to play on this server, you're more than welcome to. We have the Chaos Creator mod added to the server, which allows your communities to troll you, help you, or screw with you while you play on the server. And if you want that access for that mod and the Twitch extension for Chaos Creator, please join our community Discord and DM me what your streamer tag is, and I will give you the server key needed to have access for Chaos Creator, and to allow access for the extension to connect to the server so everybody can use their bits to mess with you as much as they want. Now that means everybody in everybody else's community who is a streamer start messing with them whenever this happens. Now the last bit of information I want to let y'all know is this server is open to the public. It does not matter who you are. As long as you are playing Ark Survival Evolved on Steam and you download all the mods, you can come join us here on our customized Ark Eternal Primal Fear server. All the information will be down in the description, and all of the mod links, server links, and anything else you may need will be down there as well. So guys, I hope to see you when this server is launched, and if it's launched by the time this video is out, I hope to see you on it. Besides that, guys, y'all take care.